Do you know what's fascinating, Ian, about Thomas Sowell? It is how a high school dropout became one of America's most influential economists and completely transformed our understanding of social policy.
Hmm, that's quite a teaser. Are you talking about Thomas Sowell?
Exactly right. Here's someone who started life as an orphan in North Carolina during the Great Depression, was raised by his great aunt in Harlem, and became one of the most respected economists of our time.
Well, that's quite a journey. What drove someone from such humble beginnings to pursue economics of all things?
It's interesting, his path wasn't direct at all. Before joining the Marine Corps during the Korean War, he was a messenger, delivery boy, and photographer. But here's what's remarkable. After the military, he not only got into Harvard, but graduated magna cum laude.
That's incredible considering he had to drop out of high school. How did his early experiences shape his economic thinking?
I think his personal journey really influenced his emphasis on looking at actual results rather than just good intentions. In his book, Basic Economics, he breaks down complex concepts by focusing on real world outcomes.
So, what makes his approach to economics so different from others?
Um, it's his concept of the tragic vision, this idea that there are no perfect solutions, only trade offs. He's famous for saying the policy should be judged by their results, not their intentions. And get this, he's written over 40 books applying this framework to everything from welfare programs to racial inequality.
Oh, right. I've heard his views on welfare programs are pretty controversial. What's his main argument there?
He argues that many government programs, despite good intentions, create dependency and actually harm the communities they're meant to help. For example, he points to data showing how certain welfare policies have coincided with the breakdown of family structures in vulnerable communities.
That must have ruffled some feathers in academic circles.
What's interesting, though, even his critics respect his commitment to data driven analysis. At the Hoover Institution, where he's been since 1980, he's known for following evidence rather than ideology.
Speaking of evidence, I've heard his books are unusually accessible for academic work. How does he manage that?
He has this unique ability to explain complex ideas through everyday examples. In basic economics, he doesn't use a single graph or equation, just clear language and real world applications. And his writing style, it's more like having a conversation than reading an academic text.
That's quite different from most economists who seem to speak in equations and jargon.
Exactly. And I think that's why his influence extends beyond academia. His books, like The Vision of the Anointed and Discrimination and Disparities, have shaped public policy debates for decades.
So, what would you say is his most lasting contribution to economic thought?
Hmm. I'd say it's his emphasis on unintended consequences. He constantly shows how well meaning policies can backfire using historical examples from around the world, like his analysis of minimum wage laws and their impact on youth unemployment. It's all about looking beyond the immediate effects.
That reminds me of something I read about his personal philosophy. Didn't he describe himself as just a student of facts and logic?
That's right, and it really captures his approach. He maintained that humble perspective even after receiving the National Humanities Medal in 2002 and all his academic success. When he retired in 2016, he did it quietly, letting his work speak for itself.
Looking back at his career, what makes his story so relevant today?
Well, I think it's his reminder that clear thinking and careful analysis matter more than ever His methodical approach to understanding complex social issues stands out in an age of hot takes and quick reactions. His journey from Harlem to Harvard also shows how education and determination can overcome incredible obstacles.
That's quite a legacy, Pappy, for someone who started with overwhelming odds against him.
And you know what's really powerful? EAN. He never let his personal success change his commitment to understanding how the world actually works rather than how we might wish it to work. That's probably why his ideas continue influencing debates from economic policy to social mobility.